I don't know. Let's just get into this. Today we've got a buddy of mine, um, Mr. Cheeks, Mr. Manny, uh, who is very serious about it, like very serious about getting better at this game, and I am going to do my best to see some like mistakes that have been made.
Fox!
Hey yo, I haven't heard that one in a minute. I know what happened. My feed didn't update. It's pain time. What up, Mr. Pain? How you doing? All right. So yeah, we're just gonna go in. We're gonna see some mistakes, whether they be positional errors, mechanical mistakes, anything like that that can be fixed, just by I guess logic. I'm not really sure like how else to go about it. I'm not a very mechanical player. I'm more of a smart player, and generally I want to assist in ways, making sure that all of the playstyle is fluid. And I don't want to change playstyles really. I just want to make the playstyle better. So let's just get into this with our first one. We're gonna have two replays today. We're going to do a 3v3 online that we did, and we're going to also have a custom match 2v2. This is going to allow me to see what happens whenever playing around the rank and also playing against people who are higher rank, um, because those are always a different vibe. Um, anyways, let's just hop right into this. Okay. Got that big boost. Here is one thing I will say. If you look at the boosts you have here, you're currently at 57 before grabbing this mid boost. That is going to overfill you. You do not need 157. Your tank cannot hold 157 boost. If this was a steal, though, it would be okay. But generally speaking, you're fine to use all of your boost before you grab this, because no matter what happens, whenever you grab this big pad, you'll always stay at 100. It's just going to make you a little bit faster to use boost here. So before you go grab a big pad and you know you're going to get there, you can use as much boost as you want. Just try to keep supersonic while you're doing it, because it's going to make your rotations much quicker, and you're going to be able to get back in time to defend anything that happens. Okay, grabbing that boost is an exceptionally smart play here. Even though I'm sure that a lot of people would probably be like, "Oh, you didn't grab that boost because you have 84." You don't. However, if you look at the end of this, look at where Surge is. Right, this is a fantastic play, and I don't even think it was like a fully intentional thing. This is what I would have done. I would have grabbed this boost for sure, because I see Surge is coming out of the play. Fire's got full boost. You can tell that much. Surge just went for an aerial play like off wall. There's no boost, and here, even though you missed this touch. Look at where Surge is. Surge is going for boost, and there's no boost there. So you grabbing that boost was a great play. Unfortunately, you couldn't beat this guy. Genuinely, I think if you flipped left, which... Yeah, if you flipped left, I think this would have been a goal. It might not have been, but where Surge is, and where Run is... Run's got no boost too. Fire's up, I'm up. If you got this touch, that's a goal. So it's good that you went. It's unfortunate you got beat just because of that right flip. But this guy missed anyways. So high risk, high reward. But nothing bad happened. I remember telling you this part, Manny, wherein I know that you died here, but I always said, if there is a very clear beat, like look at Surge, look at Ty, Run is behind you, going to play defense. I very clearly have this touch. There's no one that can beat me here. And you turned, which was great. You turned and you came in and you tried to read where I was going to hit it. You died. But it was still a good decision to turn. Here, go for a pop. He's going to hit it to you though. It's just a flip. That's okay. Make sure that your dead zones are in a position where they don't happen too often. If you're back flipping or side flipping, like 1 out of 10 times, that's okay. If you're doing it 1 out of 5 times, I would definitely recommend trying to see what your controller dead zones are. Mine are set to 75 right now. I still do it sometimes. I still backflip. Like, it's still a thing that happens, but it's very rare. I used to have it at 80, and then I stopped not flipping. But I moved back to 75, and I've been doing a lot better. So like kind of get a feel for it, because backflipping constantly is going to be a genuine issue if you're not careful. Uh, and I've known there's times where you're going for a save and you'll backflip. I know there's times where you're going for a shot and you'll backflip. Just consider maybe upping your controller flip dead zone. It's going to definitely help your play a lot. Here, this one's okay. At your rank, I don't know how easily these things are. This kind of looks like to me, I know where this ball is going. To you, it may be a little rough, but you've got a lot of boost. You can make a guess, right? I wish I could look behind you instead of doing this, but you see, like, I'm here. I've got full boost almost right behind you. So you making a guess doesn't hurt anything. So go for this ball like as fast as possible. If you get it clear, I am right there. I'm going to assist you on offense, right? If you watch it, nobody grab this mid boost because they have to challenge as fast as possible. If you beat, you're in a great position. You've got a good amount of boost to get yourself to this mid boost, and if you get it clear, we can start offense going. But because maybe it was too awkward for you, maybe you were uncomfy and you didn't want to be wrong, which is okay. It's perfectly fine to do that. Trust me, whenever I came back, I was the same way. I don't want to be wrong. I didn't go for reads. But if you make a challenge and you're right, you win. If you make a challenge and you're wrong, I save it. That's just how you should be thinking about these positions. If it's in your corner and there's somebody there, though, just wait. Just wait a little bit. But since there wasn't anybody dangerous in corner, like, go for any kind of read, any kind of read ever. Um, other than that, you probably could have kept. You probably should have stayed a bit closer here. Like stayed maybe towards where the boost is, right? And then there's a big reason here, right? You see me, you see fire, okay? We are both facing your direction for this ball. Okay. So if we 50 it, there's a lot of different things that could happen, but more likely than not, one of us is going to clear it to this corner, right? It would be the same thing if it was swapped, if it was mirrored, right? You just want to stay towards this corner, and you see how this 50 went. If you had been staying on corner, you can make a big clear, or you could take possession, depending on what the challenge is, right? Look at Run. Run's not facing us, right? Run did basically the same thing as you, where you're facing away from where the 50 most likely will go. So this would have been a beat. This would have been a controlled touch. I don't know where Ty is right now. You might have been able to get a big clear going, but you want to face the most likely option, not always the worst, unless you're last man. If you're last man, always face the worst. But because of how everything was, you want to be more focused on, oh, this 50 is more likely going to be offensive, and you are not back. Like, you're not home. Fire's home. So you do not need to worry about the goal. You're not home. So play offense. Get ready to transition as fast as possible, right? It's okay, though, because I'm still there, and then we get a flick, and we can continue. This one is a... This one's not a misplay. Going here is okay. But there's a few things. There's a target and there's a mechanic that you have to do. And unfortunately, I say mechanic you have to do, but what I mean by that is you have to do fundamental things. Here, you slowed down and you jumped too early, right? So from this position, the only thing you can really get is a touch at the net. And I talked to you a bit about not aiming at the net. We don't want to aim at the net, right? Like, yes, you want to shoot, but in this position, shooting is going to give it to Run. Run's got full boost. Run is facing defensively. You're just going to give it to Run or a teammate that comes in to help Run, right? Instead, you should be either waiting for me, because I'm still under it, and going is fine, like I said, or getting closer while you're on the ground, speed aerialing without the double jump, and then flipping into it to hit hard on the backboard. Which if you do that, I'm sitting mid still, right? I know I do go here, but if it was hit off the backboard, I would have reacted a much more different way. But because you jumped early, it gave the ball back to them. That's just something you're gonna learn over time. Like I'll be real with you, I see it a lot. Fire, you, Remy, Pain, Naira does it sometimes. A lot of people jump early, and they don't realize. I do it too. Like don't worry. Like I do it, but if you're not comfy getting a hard touch off of a super early jump, like I can barely do it right now. If you do that, you cannot get offense truthfully started. Instead, you're just going to hit it softly and give them something that they can play off of. But from that decision, from this, right, it feels like you noticed that this is not going to work, and you were more focused on that recovery, coming back towards what the ball was, cutting off an option. Right, this is going to open up a corner shadow, which is a super important thing. You're going to basically control where they're going to go. Going there's fine. It's just making them do stuff. Unfort miss on the boost. That's okay though. Fire got it. I would have here instead of right. Like let's see. If you see here. Look at me back here, right? I'm grabbing this boost. Okay? You missed this boost. This boost is coming back in 2 seconds, right? That's not something you're just gonna know off the top of your head in match. But because it's gone, you came back and you started grabbing the pads. But instead of going towards that boost that is gone, I recommend. And fortunately, this game gives you the rotational lines. The lines to your left here, these dotted lines where Surge is kind of like hovering over, have 1, 2, 3 pads that you can see right now, and it's going to allow you to get back into a position that's more offensive. Do not worry about defense right now. We are on offense, so take those center pads, start moving up, kind of sit behind fire just in case something happens, and let us do more offense until it's your turn, right? Just that's my take on this. Unfortunately, it looks like if you had done that, it looks like I win here, which it's fine. But if you had taken those pads, I think Fire's Touch would have been better for you here. You would have had enough boost to get. You can get to the ceiling at like 36 boost. You really can if you speed aerial. So just get there. Don't worry about having max boost. It's not the most important thing. Here, go up the middle, turn left. Yes, perfect. Jump up there. Nice. Great patience on that. That's a really good idea. Here. Okay. So here, you need to. Okay, watching run. Run goes here. This is a very awkward go. Watching run here, you can see that bro is kind of struggling to go up, right? So I'm going to ask a logical question. When can you not jump anymore? When can you not go for this ball? I want you to think for just a moment before I give you the answer, because this is something I want you to be able to think about on the spot, right? You cannot go for this ball after surge or tie jumps. Anything else, you could jump. If you were before them, you could jump for this, right? You could jump right now. No more. No more go. The moment that surge jumps, he is closer to you, or he's closer than you. Sorry, not closer to you. Closer than you. And he is going to jump at the same speed as you. Most likely. Nobody's going to be... Their cars are not faster. Cars do not weigh differently. Cars do not fly differently. They are the same in that regard. They just have a different hitbox. You guys have the same hitbox. You're not getting there. You're not getting there first. Right? So the moment that surge jumps or tie jumps, if you are in the air before them, you might be able to beat them. Other than that, get on the ground as fast as possible. I know there's no boost here, but had it been there, it would have been a juicy little play. There's a pop-up to you. You kind of took it at a weird angle. That's okay. That's just going to be time. I'm not going to talk about consistency. That's just something that's going to be learned. Okay, yeah. Okay, this right here happens a lot. You'll get bumped. You'll get put into weird spots. The most important thing here is to not care about the fact that you have almost full boost and just get on the ground. Boost down, go home. Boost down, go home. Right? You are in this position where I gave it up. Right? Like I take responsibility for giving it up. Especially after this point, you should be boosting home. Right? You only need 12 boosts to cover your net. There's a pad right in front of the net. You're fine. Just go home. Do not care about the 72. We'll figure it out later. Right now, go home. That's all I got for you. That's unfortunate. That's just kind of an unfortunate carry. It's all that is. Yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad. You could have went before I got this touch, and I didn't make that connection early. So I ended up trying to pass and I failed. Going there was incorrect, but at the same time, that is not your fault. That's my fault. Thanks, Fire. Yeah, let me take as I have more than 9 boost. This is a great rotation decision here. You grabbed this pad, and you turned and grabbed that pad.
Fox!
Hey, Donnie. Thank you for the sub. 25 months, that's almost a year. God, YouTube's gonna think I'm an idiot. Anyways, I like how you're taking these like circle pads, which are these center pads. Super important. Best pads in the game. Seriously take them as much as you can, right? There are times where I'm sitting in midfield waiting for something to happen, and I'm just doing circles, grabbing these pads, right? These pads are super vital. Look at this. Look at that. That was perfect. This is beautiful, right? You basically did what I asked you to do earlier, Manny. Like, you turned onto these dotted lines, you started grabbing this, and then the ball is moving to the left side, so you decided to turn in and go for circle pads. Perfect play. Get that pad, though. Don't worry about big pad, right? You've got enough, right? You do not need more. You see me, I might need more, but I'm going the other way, so you can grab this mid pad, that's okay. But if you look, Fire is more likely to get this touch, right? So instead, that left pad, grab that pad and turn in. And I was right. Look at this. Look at where the ball went, right? Look at where the left pad is. This pad on your side is the one that I told you to grab a second ago. That's like perfect position. That's exactly what you want, right? You could do whatever you want from this position. Surge is not getting there. You could take a shot. You could go for a pass off backboard. You could do whatever you want from this position. But you went for that. Sorry, wrong one. You went for that middle big pad. And now Surge beats. Right? He didn't beat because bro didn't boosted you, but you understand what I mean. I'm sure. Kind of in ball cam or car cam, not ball cam. Car cam a little bit more than you need to be there. Like you are. If you look at the ground, this like white line is the path to the boost. So you can be in ball cam and you can just take that white line. Like you'll figure out where all the boost pads are, and you'll be able to get them pretty consistently. You'll still miss them, but generally speaking, you want to be more in ball cam so that you can react to anything that's coming your way. I mean, it's fine that you win here because you're not sure if Run's gonna beat you. But you didn't have the angle, which is unfortunate, right? This is a very, very awkward spot, and I would definitely instead recommend being slightly more patient, because, like, this is going to go over my head no matter what I do, right? I'll try to get something to continue, but it's really hard to do much of anything. I could have let this for fire, but run, jump, like, past me, so I have to do something. I have to react. But if you wait for run, and you fake challenge run, one of us is going to get this, because there's no way bro's going to dribble over us. But you hit it off of the back wall over us. So it kind of unfortunately stopped our offense. It was fine that you went, but it's only good if you have the angle. Oops. Bro, hit that off of me. I whiffed! I'm bad! It's alright, it's alright. This is good. This is Manny, but where? You mean off of this touch? Yeah, you could do that if need be. Like I said, going here is fine if you have the angle, but it's harder because of where Surge is to get like a softer touch. So going fast is definitely a good play. If you have the angle, getting the soft touch is better than hitting it off of the wall as hard as possible, because Surge has a less likely chance of taking it straight. It's more or less a quarter side. So yes, you could go wheels for an easier time on defense and potentially a goal, but more likely than not, waiting for run will be a better option. Because Ty full commit, right? So if we look here, look at Ty. Ty is currently midfield, right? So they're going to expect a clear. But if we fake challenge run, run's gonna panic and not do much to get through us. And that means that two people commit. So all that's left is Surge. But if we go for like that soft touch, Surge could clear it into corner, which is awkward. It's not a bad thought, and it will work in a good amount of positions. But I don't know. Hitting it hard does not win the position. All right. Here though, little bitty rotational thing. Grab this pad, boost into that left circle pad. But other than that, like, your positioning is perfectly fine. Okay, well now I'm gonna step back a bit and talk about this one, right? So here, this is whenever you should start to back up. This is whenever you should turn your nose back, right? Here, the left side of our goal is open. Here, our goal is open. Right? So instead of turning into them, turn out to us. So you come back towards our net and you can cover more, right? It's like if Surge and Run pinch this at our net, there's no way you're saving it. But in this position, if they had gotten this shot on target on the left side of our net, that is an incredibly difficult save. So our net is unfortunately open here. That's a good go. You kind of read that guy. Ate him alive. And that guy owned goal. Not really. Fired, absolutely destroyed him, and I just took off his touch. I recommend learning speed flip. Okay, here. I know you heard him. I'm sure all of chat could hear him. He wants that boost. So just flip, right? If you die, which you did, if you die, but you get that boost, you just sacked a queen, right? You're fine, right? Other than that, this is all okay. Going for the boost is perfectly fine, but seriously, try to get there as fast as you can. Go supersonic, right? Speed flip, front flip, I do not care. Just get there. Okay. Yeah, yeah, okay. This one is not a read, right? This is not a position where you can offer reading. If you are like, holy crap, they're about to score on me, they're gonna score on you. Instead, go. Just go. The moment you spawn, you see me on the corner of your eye here. I've got no boost. Go. Go, 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 go. If you get dunked and it's in my net, I don't care. You went, that's correct. But the only thing that I can do from this position is try to read. The thing that you can do here is go, right? So we'll have these moments where it's like this, right? In this position, if you go for the read, you're fakeable. But if you go for the ball, you cannot be faked. And we got faked. Because we both had to go, we both went for read. I had to go for read, but you went for read. So we got faked. And there was no way to save the next shot. Here, me and Fire talked about your plan after kickoff. I do the cheat up, right? So if you're playing with me and I'm cheating up, just go get boost. It's okay. Like, I'm gonna do my best. Go get boost, turn back to that. You can go as fast as you want. Just go yoink it. You'll be at 100. Insane. Bump the guy. Never mind, I missed. There, see, like this, right, like right there is another one of those. It's like that position earlier where there was the guy who we 50'd back in the corner. You this time though, you did sit waiting for Fire's clear, but here, no catch, no catch. Flick this. Go fast. Flick this. You flick this over, run. I'll jump. I'll go. I'll turn. I'll go. We can continue the offense. Just flick it over. It's fine that you went though. Like it's correct that you went, because at the very least it wasn't their play. But flick it, we could get stuff started. But that's just knowing when you're getting challenged and how to deal with it. Great job. You read their hole. That's good. It's getting their holes is very important. Great go too. Heck yes. Unfort. We take those, I suppose. I don't really have much more. So Fire, on the other hand, does not cheat. So there's one I recommend is going up to that boost right in front of you, and then just like sitting in front of the arrow right in front of it, waiting. Or you could just go up like even further. It really just depends on how comfy you feel. Depending on how the kickoffs have been going. But I prefer cheating up. At least in threes, one person should cheat up, in my opinion. So, that's my recommendation. But it don't matter. It's a kickoff goal. Going for their boost is okay there. Especially because I know that it didn't happen, but Fire's right here. Okay? This is a fantastic play. In itself. From your positioning is perfectly good. Yoink this boost, and if Fire touched it, you would have been there for offense. And you got back on defense very quickly. Okay. I mean, I'm glad you touched it. That seemed a little awkward. Jumped a little late for this. Like you hit the brakes, right? Which is It's okay, but like the moment you hit the brakes, you should be jumping, like go, go, go as fast as possible. Hit the boost right before you jump, and just double jump, get up there. You figure that out at some point, but you got a touch. That's all that really matters, and you win. That's again another thing that matters. Just wait. Go now. On for it. On for it. Yeah, this is one of those positions that it's like hard to really know what to do. But you're reading Surge. You're not reading me, right? Um, whose job is it to read Surge? Not yours. Your job is to read me. So go forward. If you win forward, that's a goal, right? And that's just knowing where your opponent, where your teammates are, right? This is a point where you're not focused on them. You're focused on me. But it's okay because we cleared it, and we're safe. You grab their boost, which is good. Go. Yes, perfect, perfect. A great choice too, keeping it corner. There, I feel like I might have scared you a bit, which is my fault. I didn't know if run was going, and I saw you turn, and I didn't want to be a nuisance. But I really should have touched this. It's okay that you touched. It's my fault. I should have went. I really should have, and I know that now. But it's hard to know at the moment. Good job. It's weird. Like I don't see you go for big pads a lot, so I'm glad that you went there. Yeah, I mean whatever. Like game's over. Good job. It's still a great game. You played all right. There's just a little bit of rotational positional errors that could have been fixed. But let's go to the custom game, which is going to open up more about speed. There, again, right here. One more time. You've got 55 boost before you grab them. You're overfilling 55. You can just chill. You can just vibe. There. All right. So from this position, you see fire. Okay. Fire is currently getting hit over. You could tell because fire is not moving. So that means that fire is hitting the brakes. Fire's got to back up. So instead of challenging the ball, maybe it was awkward because you didn't expect Naira to go. But Naira always goes. Instead of challenging, though, you should let Fire go for this backwards challenge while you cut into net. If you cut into net here, you save the ball. But y'all double committed, and Naira 50'd it into the net. That kickoff is great. Seriously, like that should be your almost go-to. Especially if you're going up against people with speed flips, if you jump like that, you're going to cut a lot of issues out of them. You're going to not get bumped, more likely than not, and you're going to be able to recover safely to that mid boost. That was a really good kickoff for no speed flip. But don't go. Right? On kickoff, you are Garen knows this. Garen realizes you have to be focused in on more than just the person going in on that kickoff. You have to be more noticed. You have to notice everybody on the field. Is it me? Is it Naira? Is it Fire? What's happening? What happens? Naira's gonna go. You can tell because he's approaching. You can tell before he's approaching before he flips. You can see me. Oh, I front flipped. Right? So if this is an even kickoff, or it flies to a wall, do not go. That is not your place. You do not have boost after kickoff. You have to go get boost, and you have to turn home. And I'll explain why here in a second. This is a hard thing to beat me on. Okay? But more importantly, watch what I do after. Look at me. I beat you to boost. Now, you go for ours. That's in your net. Like a little Zen plan kickoff. Yeah, that was really good. That was a really good play. This was a nice little fake. You went full boost. You didn't even go supersonic. You went boost speed, but don't go there. But you went boost speed, and you simply just faked me. Like, you got me good with it. This is okay. If it's hit too hard, they can't get it. If it's not hit hard enough, you'll clear it. Yeah. Yeah, you took a little too long, and Naira punished you for it. And then fake fire. So that's a rough one, but just go faster, right? Here, look at this. I commit, Naira commit. That net's open, right? So if you can get there fast, which is not easy, I'll be honest with you, you're gonna have to do like a speed flip to get there. If you do it though, you can manage to capture this ball and take it back. But you took your time, and Naira and I we were both able to recover, but you died. And that allowed us to continue the offense. Had you touched that ball and then died, we'd still be on defense, though. So, go. Just go. Really good play. You gotta flick off of that. It's not easy to continue. Nice job, Ryan. Good job. Nice. Yeah, Naira backed up. I just gave you that play. Oh, genius sometimes. Good kickoff. That's what Fire wants. Fire wants those half volleys off wall. Look at that! You do kind of mix it up. But this is a perfect cheat. Like, this is like a perfectly fine cheat. Go. You went. Wasn't the best touch, but you went. And you grab that boost. Good job. That's perfect. Because that makes it so I can't recover in that direction. Just chill here. Just chill. Okay. A worthwhile note. If you chill, there's one or two things happens, right? One, if you just chill, Naira will give you the ball. Or two, Naira will destroy you and it's in your net. Those are the two things that can happen from this. Okay? Look at how Naira jumps. Naira's boost is facing our net. Naira's going to give this ball to you. And that's what Naira did. But you were already in the air. Trying to read Naira. You do not have to do that. You outplayed me on your defense by grabbing that boost, making it impossible for me to recover in that direction. So you could just chill. You could just wait. I know that I'm over there, but if you had waited and Naira got this touch in front of my net, I would have been upset. And it would have been in my net. That's the only real option. Just chill, right? I see a lot of people jumping and pre-jumping people, and it doesn't work. Like I did it in a diamond. I did it in champ. It's funny. The GC stop that. We don't. It don't work. Was mid boost there? Yes. Go for mid here. Go for mid here before. It's still good that you went, but go for mid there. A little bit faster, you might have beat me, but I was just trying to cover something. Yeah, that's another position wherein you just got to go for ball. Another thing, like I said before, if you do not go for ball, you can get faked. But if you go for ball, you cannot get faked. This is a position where if you're faked, you're dead. Go for ball, right? So, right here, I know that that is uncomfortable for you. So I'm going to go. Right? In this position, though, you can still beat me. You can no longer beat me. It is an instant thing. It has to be quick. You have to go whenever that ball bounces. I know it's uncomfy. I know that. That's why I went. But you gotta make those uncomfy saves. Because eventually they're gonna become comfy. And you're going to destroy me. But, not today. That's just gonna happen. Boost into the boost. Boost into the boost. Boost into the boost. No, no, I'm sorry. I gave you the incorrect coaching advice. No. Go for ball. Do not go for boost. Right? If you do go for boost, though, boost into boost. But you're going ball here. Right? I commit on this kickoff. And now I'm recovering to get that boost. You can beat me to ball. You can do it. You can. Trust me. You can. Right? But and look at how I jump off this wall. This is a is somebody challenging jump? No? Okay. Now they're challenging. And scored. You challenged earlier? It might have been a 50. More likely than not, though, you beat me. Just destroyed me. Okay, yeah. This might be a panic touch. But this is not the touch you want. Do not cross your net here. Fake this. Right? Fake this by going towards the wall. Cut back in. Take it on left side. Why? Because Naira's over there. Because I'm over there. If you go left side, though, we're not there. We're not there. We're not covering you. You've got full possession. I have to turn. I have to start cutting you off because Naira has to recover. So now it becomes a guessing game for me, and Naira has to play defense. But if you cut... Look at this. I guessed you. I guessed you in this position. And Naira was on that side, able to recover, and could potentially continue the offense. You go left side, though, Naira's not recovering offensively. Naira's recovering defensively. Big whiff, big whiff. Big whiff, big whiff. I love this game. I'm so good. Got that boost? Yeah, okay, you boosted into that boost. I'm so proud. It happened. I'm just teasing. Don't go. Just chill. Where am I touching this, right? You see me jumping from my basically my net, right? I'm here. I might be able to get that angle. You don't know. I know I can't. But you don't know. More likely than not, though. What's the most likely option? What's the most likely option? Read that. You do not have to read it in the air. Go chill in corner. For multiple reasons. Right? I'm gonna get you boost. I know I've got like half boost, so it wouldn't have affected me that much, but I'm gonna get you boost, and that's dangerous. Whenever I'm in your corner, getting it, it's dangerous, right? Yeah, okay. I would from this position you see fire going. So I would go hard or just I would move right. I would avoid this confrontation. This is more like a this is like a near post rotations, but not only that, it's like a direct cut. So just go home a different way. Because it ended up giving it back to me. What an interesting laggy situation right there. Good go, good go. Got that mid? Yeah, fire's going for a bump. Touch that. You're gonna have to. Yeah, it's on your net, but go wheels, not nose. Go wheels. So that you can hit it into your corner. The most important thing I could tell you is it is always better to clear this softly into your corner than to go off your backboard. Just nice and easy into corner, maintain possession. That's fortunate. If you know it's a solo play, you can sit behind them. But generally, I'd cut more right, um, for passing plays. But you were in the right spot. Fortunately. Question. Power sliding. Okay. Okay, this is hard. I'm gonna have to look at your ball chasing again. Your stats on ball chasing. Um, Power slide is an extremely difficult fundamental mechanic. Okay, most people overhold their power slide. It should almost be a tap. You should not be holding it down like at all, right? I'll look at your ball chasing again. I'll send you the stats, and I'll be like, hey, this needs to be fixed. But it's like tap, let go, boost, and you're getting there extremely fast. But also, I would cut it the other way. I would cut back towards your net instead of away from your net, so that you can get there for the save. Yeah, that's fine. You just got 50 there. Oh, that's more of a catch. This should be a catch because you gave it back to me. Coward, coward, coward. I'm kidding. Anyways, okay, yeah. So all the things that I've said, I think I'm going to stand completely by. And I'm just going to give some like minor stat things just so I can be clear. We spoke. I have your DMs. We spoke about. Oh, I forgot about that part. We spoke about your boost, right? I want you to try to increase your boost per minute by approximately a big pad. You want to go just 100 more boost per minute, which you can use. You can use more boost. You pick up a decent amount of small pads, which is good, but you will unironically get more boost by using more boost. You'll be forcing yourself to get more boost. You'll be getting to the boost faster than your opponents, etc., etc. Using another big pad of boost consistently is going to increase how fast you are. It is going to, like, I mean, okay, I was like looking at your stats. You were supersonic for about 5% of the time. The average player base is supersonic about 10% of the time to 11% of the time. Naira, Fire, and I are about 11 to 12. Pain was about 10, right? Like you want to be around 10 to 15, right? And you want to be comfy in that mode. You want to be as comfortable as possible while your trail is going, right? But also you're getting a lot of overfill from what I've noticed, which is whenever you grab boost pads, um, whenever you are basically almost full, and it's just going over. There is, however, one thing. Yeah, Garrett is completely correct. Don't be scared to boost. Boosting is very vital. If you're going to be boosting a lot, like you're just going to be collecting more. Your small pads knowledge is pretty good. So as long as you're boosting into those small pads, generally speaking, you can keep supersonic going forever. You can test that in free play. You can turn off infinite boost in free play and just run around. Perfectly fine to do that. It will take some time to get used to, but increasing your boost per minute by about 100 will get you to the same speed as champs, like champ ones. Pretty good. Pain also, I would recommend doing the same. I checked your stats as well. Just increase your BPM by about another big head. But yeah, Manny, one more thing. Seriously, pick up more big pets. Steal more big pets. You've played with me. I pick up like 17, 18 big pets a match. Meanwhile, you pick up 6 to 8, Manny. Which it may not seem that crazy, but that's 1,000 more boosts I'm collecting. You know, that's a lot of boost. Man, saying, oh, like you pick up 6 to 8, it's like, oh, that's pretty good. I can make a good play with 6 to 8. It's like, yeah, but that's like 1,000 less than me. And though those numbers really start to settle in whenever you realize that. And whenever you start to do that, you're going to be overfilling more, which is okay. But the most important stats for you to be focused on is how often you're boosting, how often you're staying supersonic, and how much you're stealing. Steal more, win more, especially in threes. Other than that, I think you're a good player. Your positioning, especially offensively, is really good. I think that defensively, you could work a little bit more on transitional positioning, which is where you're in the corner waiting for a 50 or moving towards a direct clear or whatever, giving more options. Because while the net may not be open, a teammate in the upper field, if that's a target and I can get it to them, that net is open. That's just how no one saves redirects. So be in position to make those redirects even if you miss them. And don't be afraid to jump. Do not be afraid to challenge. Do not be afraid to boost. Seriously. That's all I got for you. Just focus on like the micromanagements more than anything. You're a good player. Just consistency, micromanaging boost, etc. This game is way too fast paced to be slow, So you're gonna mess up. You're gonna overboost. You're going to have 12 boosts on defense. It's gonna happen. That does not matter. You get scored on because you have 0 boost. That's okay. You're gonna score more because you have more boost though. Think about that. If you increase your boost per minute by 100, that is at least 500 more boosts used in a match. Just think about that, It's crazy. Oh, drop my phone. You'll get used to it, but only if you really do it. So, chat, thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all do me a favor, have a fantastic rest of y'all's night. Stay frosty. I'll catch y'all later. Peace out, everybody.